Hey, what's up, guys? It is the Ace Michaels Show. I'm Ace Michaels. Happy not to be on a freaking farm and be an animal on a farm because, in my opinion, it's leading to a bad result no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, you could be the farmer's favorite animal, and it still probably is going to lead to a bad result for you at the end of the day, because the farmer, he wants to eat eggs, wants to eat bacon, wants to eat chicken, wants to drink goat milk, wants to eat lamb chops. Like, I don't think being on a farm is anything that's going to keep you from getting PTSD, if you know what I mean. So I'm happy to be a human and not be a farm animal. I just wanted to share that with you. Hey, if you have an opinion that's wild like that and you want to be on the show, please do send us an email. Get in touch with us and say, hey, I want to be on your show. I want to talk about being a farm animal. I was that for several years on the low. You know who you are. And that's what's up. Today on the show, my guest is a singer and a performer in Las Vegas. And please put your hands together, but not if you're driving, for Angel Rose on the Ace Michaels Show today. Angel Rose, how you doing, darling?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks.
Muy excelente. She's doing wonderful, she says. You hear that? She's doing wonderful. Angel, tell us your story. Where are you from? What's up with you? Why? The whole 9 yards.
Okay. So I just moved to Las Vegas about 6 months ago with a dream. Like, I've had the same dream since I was a little girl. I love to sing and I love to perform. I love to bring smiles to everyone's faces.
Aww. Aww.
So my mom was actually one of my biggest inspirations. She always wanted to be a singer, but she ended up not pursuing her dream because she had a family. But she always made sure that everybody felt the power of music and how healing it could be. And I just fell in love with it. So I am here to make a difference, make a change, and move people.
That is super inspiring. I was thinking as you were talking, because I'm a guy, well, when girls talk, I'm thinking. But this time I was actually thinking about what you were saying. I wasn't thinking about like something else completely different. And what you said actually motivated me a bit while I was listening. I was like, yeah, that is. Make the world a better place. Why not? Why should the world be a dismal place? There's no reason. Right?
Exactly.
Why not make the world a better place if you can?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has the power to make a change. You just have to want to do it.
Speak on it. Go ahead, preacher. Talk on it. I love what you're saying. Go ahead. Now, you got 2 on me already. I love it. Go ahead. Give me more.
So just little things you can do in your community. Like, hey, you see a piece of litter on the ground. Hey, I'm going to pick it up. Because, even though it doesn't make a huge, enormous change for everything, every little thing helps. It's kind of like when you say every penny counts. Well, every little thing that you do to make a change helps.
Wow. Where did you get this knowledge from? Were you just a sunshiny born baby with this kind of passion, or did something happen in your life that you said, okay, from here on out, I'm changing my stilo?
Well, I'm a survivor of child abuse.
Oh, wow.
From my biological father. I want to make a change for the world, bring positivity to everybody, because for me, artists like Katy Perry and Taylor Swift, like a bunch of different artists, they brought me joy and they helped me through what I was going through at the time. So I want to be that for other people.
That's really inspiring. Very inspiring. So you were a victim of child abuse when you were a child.
Yes.
Right? Obviously, it wouldn't be child abuse if you weren't. Hello. Anyway. So what was it about that made you persevere through? Like, because you could have become a very dark person and been like, you know what? Since I was abused as a child, I don't believe in anything. I don't think anything will work for anybody at any time. But it seems like you're the far opposite of that. You seem super optimistic about everything.
Honestly, my mom has always been strong and showed me that no matter what I do, or no matter what happens, things will always work out. And just, I always like to have a positive attitude, and I love people's smiles and laughs. Like, honestly, who doesn't like people smiling and laughing?
I,
So,
I don't know. I was thinking when you said that, I was like, who doesn't? Yeah, that's a good. I don't know anybody that doesn't. Although I did meet a lady once at a job that I had in L.A. That I promptly got fired from, just to clarify. Anyway, so this lady was so negative all the time, and it was weird because she was the receptionist at this office. So she's the first person you're going to see, and she's the most negative person that works in the whole office. So there were times when I would come in for the day and I'd be like, hey, good morning. And she'd say something like, you just knew she was going out of her way to be negative. She'd be like, well, yeah, if you like sunshine, I guess. And it'd be like, well, damn, okay, I do. And it's 77 degrees outside. It's beautiful. It's Southern California. I don't know what's not to like. But she always found something not to like.
some people, when they get hurt, that's kind of how they react, unfortunately. But it doesn't mean that they're not capable of finding happiness. They just have to find it.
Mm. And is that what you did? You found happiness in all of this that you'd been through and even through life? Because, I mean, life is tough. I mean, people make fun of you in school. People throw stuff at you. You know, things happen. You know, the cops shoot you. I mean, shit goes down wrong sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely an empath. So I kind of know what it feels like. Or like I try to reflect. Sorry. Let me figure out how to rephrase that. Can you repeat the question?
I didn't really ask one except just I was wondering what made you decide to move forward and stay sunshiny instead of being a dark person? You could have been a dark person at any time, right?
Yes.
But you have clearly worked through that. Why?
Because why be mad? Why be upset? What kind of life is that?
That's an interesting take on it. So you're saying why be dark? Why be upset? Why be moody? Why be grumpy? Why be this? Well, maybe because you got bullied in school. Maybe because people put their hands on you at times when they shouldn't. Maybe because you don't ever have any money no matter what you do. You seem to not ever be able to get ahead.
Yeah. I always try to think that there's a rainbow on the other side. Always. Even if there's not, But most of the time, for like at least from my experience, there's always something better around the corner. Everything happens for a reason.
So, given that philosophy, what would you say has been your challenge, your biggest challenge, or one of your biggest challenges in the career that you're pursuing? Because you're doing music, which is a damn tough industry to break into, and entertainment in general, because you do more than just music. Don't you do voiceovers, and you're a street performer, and you're a singer? I mean, these are all potential somebody's going to say you suck careers, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, my biggest obstacle, I would say is just I haven't met the right connections yet, or I am just now meeting the right connections.
Wow. So in this whole time that you've been pursuing your entertainment career, you've been optimistic that it's going to work. It's going to be huge, as a matter of fact. It's no brainer. You know it's going to be going the way you want it to. The only obstacle you feel is that you may have not met the right people to open the doors yet?
Yes, that's correct. Because, I mean, if you believe in something and you believe that you can do it, there's no way you can't.
Wow. That's a bold statement.
It is, but that's just my belief.
So I believe that I could be a multi-million bajillionaire.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying that no matter what, as long as I believe that, it is possible that can happen.
Oh, yeah, anything's possible.
Even if I don't know what I'm going to invent, or if I don't know what I'm going to invest in as a business, or even if I don't have the investment capital to do this dream, you're saying if I believe it, it can happen.
Yes, because if you believe in something, you're going to find every avenue to make it happen. You're going to work hard, and you're going to just keep pushing because you believe in it.
You got me in the back of my mind going, there can be miracles. Anyway, so tell us about your newest endeavor is your music career. Now you're embarking on the singing and the writing and the performing. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's actually very exciting for me because this is a whole different area for me. Um, I've always wanted to go there, but I've really been sitting in voiceover and in live theater and things like that. But this has always been the route I've wanted to go. So just getting the opportunity to perform. It's like I'm performing on the 29th, by the way, which I'm really excited about. That's going to be at the Virgin Casino.
Yeah.
Yes. It'll be my first time performing, and hopefully we'll be putting out a new song that's been written.
Nice. And so you're going to do your music. What's your goal with your music? I mean, don't say, I mean, obviously everybody's goal is if they're doing music, they want to be famous. They want to be a pop star. They want to be a rock star. But what if you don't become a rock star? You're still going to do music. So what is your ultimate end game? What's your plan? What's the legacy you want to leave?
I want a platform to make a change. I want to use music to help people in any way that I can, whether it be with emotional things or whether it just be something where, hey, I'm just having a bad day, but I hear this song and it's my favorite song and I just want to sing and dance to it, and it just fixes the mood because music has that power. So yeah.
That's very interesting. And why music as a profession? Like, why not just continue to do your acting? Because you can change people's lives as an actor too. Al Pacino changed a lot of lives. Robert De Niro changed a lot of lives.
Yes, I definitely love acting too, but it's something like more of a hobby. Music has always been my passion. I adore how it makes you feel, and how it can just change a mood.
Mm-hmm. And are you at the point now where you can look back at your life as an artist and you can see how you've grown through the years? And so you look back and go, you know what? Maybe I wasn't ready 3 years ago. Even though I wanted to do it, I wasn't really ready. But now I'm closer to being ready.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. I definitely feel like I'm closer than anything to getting where I want to be. I will say, for a while I was afraid. So yes, I believed I could do it, but I was afraid. I almost tried out for a couple different like American Idol or like The Voice and stuff. But I was always afraid that I wasn't as good as everybody else. But when you compare yourself to everybody else, that's not fair because you're your own person.
What were you comparing to? Like, you're saying your voice wasn't good enough, or your stage presence, your performance? What wasn't good enough in your mind?
I felt like I wasn't to the training level of some of the people who'd been doing it for years.
Okay.
I kind of grew up not as wealthy as we could be.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really get any professional type lessons. I learned what I know from choir and things I learned from school.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I really didn't have any like training on my singing. So yeah.
It's real interesting. Like, you live in Vegas and you're trying to make it in show business. You're getting your career going and stuff like that. And what's interesting to me is, like, when I think of Las Vegas, I don't actually think of people trying to make it. I think of people like working gig jobs. Like, they're working to pay the rent. They're living a certain lifestyle, but it's not like Hollywood where people are definitely trying to make it big. So you're kind of a, I don't know what's the opposite of a dime a dozen, or maybe you're the needle in the haystack. Maybe that's who you are. But it's just interesting to me that you're trying so hard to make it, but you're in Las Vegas. Have you ever thought about leaving Las Vegas?
Honestly, I came to Las Vegas, so I spent the majority of my time in a small town in Mississippi. So
Never that. Sorry.
Yeah, so it was like very, very small population. Everybody knew each other. Everybody like grows up there and never leaves kind of
Right.
town.
Exactly. Now
so-
we're back to the farm animal conversation.
Plenty of those. But yeah, I definitely always wanted to get out to Vegas. I love Vegas. I went and visited when I was a kid, and I remember walking on the strip, and we saw different performers, like street performers that would go out, and like I saw singers, I saw acrobats, I saw all kinds of stuff. Vegas isn't so much as like that kind of entertainment on the strip anymore, but when I was a kid, it was there, and I always wanted to be a performer, and seeing them, like, they were happy that they were getting to even just show their talent to the world, and I fell in love with Vegas. So I always wanted to make it back here. And I was actually born in Hollywood. I don't remember it, but I was born there. But I don't know if it's true, but I've been told multiple times that it can become oversaturated with so much talent that it makes it harder to get in. So I also thought with Vegas, it's only a 4-hour drive from LA and cheaper on the rent. So, I wanted to come here and, just try my cards here. And if I travel to LA for things, I can, but it's not far. It's a, plane ride away.
It's funny to me. People always talk about like Vegas and LA, and they go, "Oh, it's only a 4-hour drive." And it's like, yeah, dude, that's still 4 hours. You know what I could do in 4 hours? Like, I'm not just sitting in a car for 4 hours. That's a long time. 4 hours is half of an 8-hour day. You know what I'm saying? Just driving to get to LA and be in more traffic for another 4 hours. But anyway.
That's why we take planes.
Right. And then you're going to be at the airport in more traffic trying to get from the airport. But anyway, that's me being a downer. Don't let me be that. Let me be optimistic like you and be like, oh my God, when you're sitting in traffic, there's so many great songs you can listen to. And there's great observations you can make about society and historical things that you can blah blah blah
have
blah
you
blah.
have you
blah.
ever have you ever played the ABC game while you're driving?
Oh hell no. What is that? I don't even know what that is.
So while you're driving in the car, because my family, we used to drive a lot to travel around, we called it the ABC game. So you look at different signs and different things around you, and you find something that starts with the letter A. Like the first person would start with the letter A. So, hey, I saw Amazon. Oh, then you got A. Then B is the next person. They got to pick out like something that starts with B. And then the person who wins is the person who gets the last one.
And what does this individual win, though?
Nothing. It's just a way to pass time.
It's a game. It's a game with a winner, but no prizes.
But like, isn't that like video games and board games? Like that's there's no technical prize. You're just having fun, and it's about the experience, which is what life is. It's about the experience.
Amen to that. And with that note, we are at the actual closing point of our show. We're out of time. Time is never a friend of our show, that's for sure. So if we want to follow you, we want to stalk you pleasantly on the www. Where do we go next, darling?
Okay, so follow me on Instagram. It's official Angel Rose 99. I would love to see you guys on there. Thank you.
And that is what's up. It's Angel Rose on the Ace Michaels Show today. What a cutie, lovely woman she is. And she's very optimistic, which is great. And you know what I say, guys, at the end of the show, live the life you love the life you live. Thank you.